I'm Nathan.
And I'm Bobby.
And if you're Adam, Timothy, or Donald, this could be a podcast.
Have you guys watched your movies? This is the Oscars are next fucking week.
No.
Oh, damn. Next week already? Oh,
Yeah, I gotta
geez.
drop.
You guys have
I gotta drop
done
$60 on renting all three of these movies, and that's something that I've
Wicked. Just as it's on Peacock right now,
It's not.
or it's
Hold
on
on.
something.
It's
Yeah.
on Peacock. Hold on. The article I looked at, it was like March 21st. It was going to be free on Peacock.
That's what I think I saw that.
It's not March 21st. In fact, it's the last week of April.
Well, I saw that it was on somewhere there. Wicked.
You're welcome to come over. I have
I
your movies downloaded.
If you want to watch my movies.
yeah, so already done. You can just go over and watch it with Cole.
I mean, yeah. So yeah.
Wicked's not on anything.
Wait,
It's,
what did I agree? Why did I agree to that?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Did you download Emily Perez?
Amelia Perez.
Amelia Perez? Whatever.
I feel like
it's not going to win. It's fine, but you need to watch it.
Apparently, it's been shit on very badly,
it's-
because it's
not doing
supposedly not very good at all.
It's not
And-
very good.
Yeah.
Listen, I only saw the clip of them doing, because it's also a musical, of them
Mhm.
just saying penis to vagina, vagina to penis, like over and over and over again.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh, wow, that's,
So they said penis to vagina, vagina to penis
yeah.
as like a warm up, or
No, it's like, because it's about people going through transitions,
okay,
transitioning sexes.
transitioning.
And it's like them walking around like a surgical center talking about all the magic that
I
they
don't
do.
know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sit through this, Bob.
It's going to be great.
You have to just try it.
If it's
That's
any,
all I'm
try.
asking.
If it's any consolation, Timothée Chalamet just won the
Best-
SAG for Best Actor. So
And
Bob Dylan.
I do
Bob
need to go to
Dylan.
theaters to see that yet.
you have
so.
to. Oh, you're gonna. Oh, you
Big
can't
Bob
see
Dylan
that,
guy
dude.
over here.
Yeah.
Huge Bob Dylan fan.
I do appreciate. I saw his acceptance speech actually, and it kind of swayed me a little to Timothée Chalamet because
He's a good actor. He
well,
really is,
well,
yeah.
and when you say that I want to be great, that in your acceptance speech,
Yeah.
you know, that's I appreciate that.
I want to be great.
And dare I say, like, he's kind of like a Donald Driver kind of situation where he's great on SNL as well, and like
Sure.
he has range. He can do comedy. He can.
Now, if he can write a song, then
Wait,
Bobby will.
Donald Driver. That's not
It's not
Donald Driver, which
Donald
Adam Driver.
Adam.
Jeez, Adam.
Adam.
Donald Driver used to play for the
Donald-
Minnesota Vikings.
Donald. I see what you did there. Yeah.
I got confused
See-
with Donald Glover.
See,
and-
in my head,
That's
in my head,
exactly-
you said I heard Donald Glover.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that guy's. And it's
I
like,
was like, something's
he's
not right
also
here.
great on SNL,
Yeah.
and is a fantastic musician, and all of these other things. It's like, yeah, he's a multi-pronged attack. Yeah,
Donald Glover, Adam Driver, and Donald Driver were all exceptional
We should
at what they did.
We should get them together and have brunch. Let's
That
try
would be
that.
really fun.
That'd be something.
Yeah.
It really would.
It would be. When you said that, it was just like, this doesn't sound. I know who he's talking about. That doesn't sound right though. And then you nailed it.
Packer,
Longtime
great
Green,
Donald
yeah,
Glover.
Green Bay
No,
Packer.
Green Packer.
No,
I said Vikings.
Yeah, he never
Yeah,
went to the
but-
Vikings. Greg Jennings went to the Vikings
Oh,
afterwards.
that's not. I'm somebody I'm familiar
Let's
with.
let's do a
whatsoever.
little. With Donald Glover, Adam Driver, and Donald Driver.
Yeah.
Let's do Celebrity Net Worth. We'll see how.
Are we adding Timothée Chalamet to this? Or?
We can, yeah,
Sure.
he can be the extra one. But,
Yeah. Okay. So I think we need to take a pick here. Oh, before you get too far there, Coley.
Whoa. Settle down there.
I think we all need to pick our pony. Who's gonna of the three?
Of the three.
Let's not keep Chalamet into this. Of the three, Donald Driver, Donald Glover, and Adam Driver.
Driver. Yeah. This is a real
I love
penis.
this. I love
Vagina to penis.
Who's got the most? I'll see. I mean, defer to you guys. Who gets to pick first?
I'm going to go Donald Glover, just maybe because he's a
Sure.
little more of a multi-hyphen, but I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
but it's pure speculation. I think.
That's pure speculation.
I think Donald Driver is going to have the highest net worth.
You think?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sneaky
How
pick.
long did he play?
A while.
He had a long
15
career.
seasons.
Did he get
it
a
seemed like he was.
Did he get a
forever.
second? So he had a second. He had a free agent
Oh
contract.
yeah.
Okay.
He had
All right.
at least two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did he keep it?
Did he
That's
keep-
that's the thing about
This is
these.
the thing. I think I mean.
Okay, so I'm Adam Driver.
Oh, so we're just going default. 'Cause you could agree.
No, I think let's pick our own ponies
Okay, that's fine.
and just see where that goes. huh?
Okay. Well, let me get the
Okay.
music here for
Yeah.
real quick here. And
Now it's time for everybody's favorite game show, Celebrity Net Worth, with this week's special guest, the trifecta of Donald Glover, Donald Driver, and Adam Driver coming together in this weird, unholy process.
Of incredibly talented human beings.
Incredibly talented. Okay, so who's up first?
Donald Driver.
Donald Driver.
Donald Driver.
Now,
Bobby,
this
I'll
is
see you as this,
the
sports guy.
contract guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, I don't think he ever signed like a huge deal. Like obviously he got his bag, but the bag was different back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I think that was a Donald Glover lyric.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, absolutely. That Adam Driver delivered. So I'm going to go 22 million.
22 million. I'm going to say 15, just because I know these sports guys. And all the hangers-oners not having any clue of Donald Driver's personal situation. I just know that
he lost it all.
They just fucking burn through fucking cash, unless they're really super smart like Marshawn Lynch.
I'm going to say 40.
40,000?
You have to 40. Go. You have to go above.
You're going high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Have to. So 22, 15,
40.
Closest to without going over. Nathan with the win.
And 16.
16 million.
And he is going to be last in the
That's
trifecta for sure. For
We've
some
yet-
reason, I thought he got a big contract at some point.
Yet to find that out. I'll look up Donald Driver's
The
contract.
sports
so we can do that.
guys, they just they burn through cash.
First off, 16 million is nothing to sneeze at.
It's not.
You know.
But for playing 15 seasons in the NFL,
Let me see if I can
is
find
that,
Donald Driver.
you say 15 seasons?
I'm speculating.
Okay, so you're just talking with authority. Oh, jeez.
Now
Well,
you know what
now-
it feels
now
like.
I know how that
Now you know.
feels.
Now you know.
Okay, up next we're
I think
doing.
I'm close. I think I'm close.
Who's next?
I'm going to go Adam Driver.
Adam Driver. Okay, I won, so I go first. I'm gonna say, honestly, okay. So we got the Disney money, so we got to think about that. I think that might be
Probably got a pretty good paycheck for Star
yeah.
Wars 3 or whatever it is.
yeah. I'm gonna say 45.
Say 45.
45.
Well, I was closest next with going over. So I'm going to stick with 22.
Okay.
22 is feeling right.
I mean, he's done a lot of independent stuff.
Yeah. I don't think there's I think it could be scary low, but anyway.
65 million BC or whatever it was 40.
It was better than Amelia Perez, probably.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go 30.
30. Okay.
So 40, or what'd you say?
It's 45.
45, 22, 30. 16 million.
Oh,
Six.
Donald Driver is still safe.
Donald Driver and Donald
Adam Driver
Adam
and Donald
Donald
Driver
Driver
have
the same net worth.
And this is what we get with this podcast, Kirby.
That is insane.
Let's just figure this all out here.
Adam Driver, I would say somewhat of a household name, by the way.
Yeah.
As
He's
compared
not,
to,
that guy. I'll tell you
no,
that.
yeah. As compared to Donald's Driver, which I would say outside of like the heyday of 2012 or whatever it was, wasn't like a big household name outside of the NFL.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Donald Driver. I mean,
And this is Donald Glover probably was the best answer just because of guy works.
the guy works.
Does everything. So
Yeah.
You guys want to go over Donald Driver's contracts real quick here?
Yeah,
I
real
can
quick.
give you
Hit
the-
me with some highlight numbers there.
So 99 to 2001, he was on his rookie deal. It was a 3-year deal for $782,000. All right.
plus the two, right? Or when did the negotiation contracts?
Usually being around third year.
Well, no, what's the, because they changed it where now there's like a clawback, or like they can your draft team can hold you for another 5th year or something like
franchise tag.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that probably existed back in
When was that?
99, 2001, but your rookie contract is based on when you're drafted. So
Right.
he was probably a late round draft pick. And so he signed a 3-year deal. Then in 2002, he signed a 5-year deal, $11.5 million. Okay.
Total
And
over
then,
5 years.
Yep.
Oh.
And then in 2006, he signed a 4-year deal for $17 million. Okay. And then in 2010, he signed another 3-year deal, $17.2 million.
So he blew a lot of money is what's
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember taxes.
The taxes and paying your agent, all that stuff.
All that stuff. So
I mean,
here,
it's like 50% off the top. Something like that.
it is. Let me add it up real quick here. We can really figure this out. 17.
But also, did he own a home somewhere else outside of Green Bay? Well, I guess where did he play besides Green Bay?
It was all Green Bay.
It was all Green Bay.
Yeah, if I remember.
That's a small market. He should have lived like a king in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
He still does.
Does he?
Probably.
I don't know. Where's he from originally?
So he made $46.7 million, roughly, gross.
Yeah.
And then divide that by 2, because again, it is 50. And then remember, you have to also pay the taxes of the place that you play. So like if you go down to Dallas and play in Texas, you're not paying any income tax, but you go to California, you're paying income tax there. It's craziness.
Yeah, originally from Houston, Texas, and this is the thing that's really getting me. You wonder why? I'm curious where he was in the draft. Maybe I can find that here in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But he went to Alcorn State University.
Okay.
A real powerhouse known for their football.
Right.
And
everyone knows.
Everybody knows.
Household name.
Yeah.
Adam Driver. Everyone knows it.
Donald Glover.
and this.
You said Adam Driver.
I know. You said Adam Driver was a household name. I know.
Yeah.
I did it on purpose.
Is there an Adam Glover somewhere out there that's famous?
We'll look it up.
That guy's got a net worth of 20.
He was Donald Driver was a 7th round draft pick and the 213th overall pick, and played his entire career with the Packers.
Wow,
that's pretty good for him.
Yeah,
he's well loved in Green Bay.
Oh yeah. I always, even as a Vikings fan, I was like, God damn, Donald Driver. He's pretty good.
Glover. I mean, Donald Driver.
Okay.
I was close, 99 to 2012. That's 13-year career.
That's a 13-year career.
I said 15.
That's pretty.
As a Vikings fan, it always felt like it was longer. Can he just retire?
Everything feels longer as a
Vikings fan. That's true.
Okay.
All right. Last but not least, Donald Glover. Ready?
Donald Glover.
I don't think anyone. We all busted that.
We all busted. You were closest.
So Cole, you haven't gone first yet. How about you go first then?
I'm gonna say 40.
You're gonna say 40. Okay. I feel like the recording contract that he's got is not as great as other things have.
No.
But also, I don't know if he's touring. Is he touring?
He does tour.
Does he tour?
Toured.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, there's not a lot of money in that either.
You got to think though. He's been.
Is there any?
He's produced a lot of shows.
Is there residuals from even working on 30 Rock as a writer? Stuff like that.
Can we settle one thing real quick?
Yeah.
If it's $16 million, we're just going to stop the podcast, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to, there's no way.
We can't top it.
Once again.
Cancel the podcast altogether. I'm done.
Right.
I'm
tempted to go.
You're tempted to go 16?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You said 40?
Yep.
I'm going to say 25.
Keep in mind, he was in The Lion King, so.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, tell that to fucking Adam Driver. Listen.
And Donald Driver.
You think that he would have had, listen.
He was in 3 Star Wars movies.
He was in 3 fucking Star Wars movies as an integral part. You think they would have locked that down, not to mention his pension from the Marines. That's got to be worth something, right? Jeez.
Something. Yeah, you're right there, too. Yeah, absolutely. There's a sneaky suspicion I have that celebrities don't make nearly as much as we think. I was listening to Bad Friends with Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino, and Bobby Lee was like, I have $100,000 in my bank account right now. And I'm like, you've been working for a while.
Right.
You should have more money than that. And the podcast does well. You should either you have a horrible spending problem or,
which I think he does.
Yeah.
Probably. But again, I don't think a lot of these people
retirement savings.
I don't know.
I'm sure.
Do I have more money than?
I don't know.
In my bank.
I don't know. I didn't ask the question because it was a podcast, so I couldn't.
Oh, you didn't write in.
I couldn't, communicate with him. It's a one-way thing.
Bobby Lee.
So I'm going to go 16 million. I'm going to
sure
do it.
Fuck it. Listen, we are on a track. Right now. Line A to.
Wow, Cole got it on the fucking
45.
40 million.
That's great. Good for him.
Good for him.
The guy's a worker. Yep. He's a worker.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen.
Well, they all work. I don't know what Donald Driver does
what's
anymore.
Donald Driver doing? But listen, what did you say? 1 year and
On January 31st, Donald Driver announced his retirement on ESPN Mike and Mike in the morning after spending his entire career, 14 seasons, apparently.
Okay.
Does they
Math's
count-
hard.
Well, they count the seasons differently.
Yeah.
Then, well, it doesn't really say. So on February 6, 2013, the Green Bay Packers hosted a public retirement ceremony for Driver. This is the first public retirement ceremony ever held for a Packers player. That's
Oh.
interesting. It was held at Lambeau Field with comments made by Mark Murphy, who was the GM, I believe, Ted Thompson, Mike McCarthy, and Driver. It was a sold-out 14-minute and it was sold out in 14 minutes, and hundreds of fans were in attendance. The mayor of Green Bay presented Driver with a key to the city and announced that the wide receiver statue that previously resided in the front of the former Packers Hall of Fame and is now in downtown Green Bay would be refurbished with wide receiver wearing number 80 Driver's jersey.
So it's not like the statue is not of Donald Driver.
Correct. We're
It's
not going to
just-
make a new
It's
statue.
just an anonymous wide receiver.
Black wide receiver.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll just tack on the number 80 on.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That actually,
I would like to know the contract of that. Like the people that went to the statue and like put that in. I bet that's pretty interesting.
I just looked over and Cole has Allison Bree's net worth pulled up, but I think it's only because she's wearing a dress that is pretty revealing of her
She
tits.
looks real good.
Yeah. So
Allison Brie.
Cole's just clicking on buttons over here, kind of looking at porn.
It's okay if I,
I got-
say Allison Brie is attractive because
Yeah.
we're a contemporary, so it's fine.
I got distracted. What do you want to say?
Hey, no, I'm not throwing stones in a glass house here, buddy. That
so
would've been the same thing.
Donald Glover is the winner of the Donald Driver
Adam
mix
Driver,
and match.
Donald Driver. Yeah, we got to figure out the perfect way to say that. You know,
Adam Donald Driver Glover.
Adam Driver,
Donald
Donald
Glover.
Glover, Donald Driver.
Donald Glover.
It feels like a really shitty ACT question. Adam Driver is to Donald Glover as
Sam Darnold. Oh, I fucked it up.
no, Donald Driver.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
yes. All right, let's round this out real
Dude,
quick
it's
here.
Timothy Chalamet.
Let's do Timothy Chalamet. Let's see what he.
And
he's up
you are first to guess, Mr. Gibbs.
to. Yeah,
How do you spell this guy's name?
never know.
Timothy? And then, how do you spell Chalamet?
Well, it's Timothy in a weird way. Two E's.
Oh, I
See,
don't-
that's why I
Yeah.
didn't like the
I
guy.
don't like that either.
No, that's
And
a
a-
that's
I
a
really
point.
liked him in Little Women, but
And apparently that's not how you say his name correctly.
Timothy,
It's something weird.
Timothy.
He went and basically explained how his name was supposed to be said. He's
Chalamet?
like, but it's fine.
Yeah, you can't do that with names. You can't if it's not phonetic. You
Yeah.
can't be butthurt about.
I've learned to love and accept my
Sure,
name.
you have a
And that's-
last name that's very difficult
Yes,
to pronounce,
yeah.
and
And I'll mispronounce it to people. I'll spell it, pronounce it phonetically
Mm-hmm.
for people at restaurants and everything else, just because it's not.
so Nathan's last
Something
name is Rebarger. In my mnemonic device that I developed is rebar, like the construction thing.
rebar and then gur like a bear. That's
Yeah.
that's how I tell people how to pronounce it.
And I think that works.
I
And I
think
can't spell it,
But
Yeah.
it looks like Rippinger.
It looks like Ripperger.
Ripperger.
Yeah. It's
which could be cooler.
it's a whole
Nathan
thing.
Ripperger,
Listen, when people
starring.
when people want to call me Rip, I allow it.
Mhm.
I've learned to accept that,
Yeah.
even though that's not.
About to rip him a new asshole.
What's our
I
pet
don't do that.
name? What's our
I
pet
don't-
name
I
for
don't
Timothy
like it.
Chalamet? Shams,
The old shams.
Shams man,
Sham-
Chalamet. Don't mind if I do.
Hello, man.
Coley, you're up
I like the
first.
Shams.
That's
good.
Shams.
He's young yet. I'm gonna say 20 million.
You say he's young, but this I wonder how long his career has been compared to Donald Driver and Adam Driver.
And Donald Glover,
and Donald Glover. Well, Donald Glover, maybe not so much.
because we know Donald Driver had a 14-year career.
14-year career. So
That's what-
14 years ago was Adam Driver in a movie,
Well,
in a television show.
Timothy
Or,
Chalamet.
no, I know. I'm like comparing like
We're
all
really
of
getting
them.
to the
Whoa,
bottom.
when did 30 Rock come out?
Yeah, Nathan. When did 30 Rock come? What, 2004?
30 Rock's
5?
started in 05, the fall of 05.
So he was doing some stuff before that. I
I
forget
don't-
he was in
I don't-
he was in an indie movie like really early on too.
Yeah, he was in the stupid was it Mystery Team or something like that.
Yeah, Mystery
that was,
Team.
That was a piece of garbage. It was not very good.
I'll look it up, guys. Jesus Christ.
Because I don't know if he was on the initial writing team for that though.
For
Because
30 Rock?
Yeah.
Timothy has been he's been acting for at least 10 years, probably. Like he was in a Woody Allen movie probably 10 years ago.
All right. Guess is net worth here. Well, I'll figure all this
Okay.
stuff out.
All
Well,
right.
I said 20 million. Yeah, 20 million.
20 million.
I'm figuring this stuff out. You buy me some time.
I'm gonna say, fuck it, 16 million. Let's just go with the theme.
So you 16 mil, and
Yeah.
then you did
20.
20.
20.
God, yeah, good call. Good call. Good call. I'm gonna go 9 million. I'm gonna go low.
You're gonna go like,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
he's French, so
Is he though?
I don't know.
I don't
fucking
think he
care.
is.
I'm reading on. So it looks like the earliest credit that Donald Driver or man, here we go. Donald Glover is in 2006. He did a bunch of shorts.
Okay.
I didn't know he wrote Blowjob Girl with the Aaron from The Office.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Closest to without going over
$25 million.
for
Oh,
the
wow.
shams.
Wow. Cole, you said what? You said 20?
Yeah, I said 20.
Okay.
Wow, he's really
Oh, wow.
raking.
Way to go.
And that's why he is dating a Jenner girl or a Kardashian, whatever you want to call him.
Oh, he's dating a Kardashian now.
I don't.
Now
Yeah,
that's-
see that
Why
makes
do you know that?
that makes me
That's
kind
the
of want to
real
hit him
question. That's the real question. Why do you know that? Kylie or
because I've seen them together on
on what?
award shows.
Ugh.
So you don't watch the movies that you're supposed to for the podcast, but
But
you're
you're
watching
watching the
award
award
shows. This is not going to bode well. We're never gonna,
No, I just see like pictures of them together on
I just see like
Insta and whatnot.
I
Wow.
just see like pictures of them together, and I'm able to recognize a Jenner. You know,
Yeah, that's
just-
true. Gun to my head. Let me look up here.
It's Kylie, and yeah, she's
Kylie's loaded. She's the one with the makeup brand,
Yeah.
which has like blown
she's
up.
a twice baked potato. Is what you're saying?
pretty hot.
Well,
Is she Herbie fully loaded?
I think she's Herbie fully loaded.
That's pretty cool.
And that's not counting just like stupid money from the fucking show or anything like that.
Well, let's see. Timothy Chalamet's first credit was a
Okay.
short called Sweet Tooth in 2008. He was also on one episode of Law and Order as Eric Foley in 2009.
Well, good.
So he's really moved up in the world.
And so, what about? Did we say what about Adam Driver? What's Adam Driver's?
I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
First,
Kylie's a billionaire already.
Yeah, like it's
Really?
Yeah.
her makeup brand, which is like.
I thought women got paid
Sephora.
less than men. What the fuck? We got Donald Driver, Adam Glover, and we got to figure out if Adam Glover's a person. All these fucking people are
Is Adam Glover a person? That's
okay.
it.
Hold on
Okay.
one second. So what? Adam Driver? Okay,
Yeah.
I am all confused here. All right, Adam Driver. Looks like his first one. So his first credit was in 2009, an episode of The Unusuals.
Okay. I don't. Okay.
And he was never. Oh, I spoke too soon. He was on one episode of Law and Order Special Victims Unit,
In what year?
2012. Jason Roberts.
So the person with the shortest career so far has been Adam Driver.
Correct.
That's what I was trying to get at.
See,
that's
We learned something.
that and the idea that Donald Driver and Adam Glover. God damn it!
I dare anybody to try to say those three names and not get them all screwed up. Adam
There
Glover.
is a working actor by the name of Adam Glover. He goes by J. Adam Glover.
That sounds cool.
It's not as cool.
No.
He was uncredited in Wall Street, as well as he was Sanderson in Platoon.
Should we do a Gary Sanchez style production company called Adam Glover?
Adam Glover.
And then we can always have this really funny story to tell him how we got to the name.
I like it.
I
And then
like
we
that.
we can possibly meet Donald Driver, who is the
Oh,
one
yeah.
person I want to meet out of all these people.
Out of all the people,
Wait, which one? Sorry, say it again.
Donald Driver.
Donald.
It's funny because he's.
You don't want to meet Donald Glover?
No, I do. It was a
Hmm.
joke, Cole. I was just because he's the least famous of all of them.
Oh.
I don't really have a desire to meet famous people. Do you have a
No,
desire?
I could care less.
No, what I want is to have a genuine, like,
Yeah.
friendly experience with a celebrity. Like, just I'm at a bar. We happen to be at the same bar. A conversation starts,
Mhm.
and then we have a lovely evening.
Yeah.
That's all I really.
But that's not
want.
your expectation.
No, that's
No.
my hope of hope.
That's your hope, right?
Yeah,
Like the idea of asking for someone's autograph or a picture
No.
with somebody
absolutely.
is so beyond me. Like even people, like when we've met people, like we
Yeah.
a huge celebrity, Greg Hahn, stand-up comedian,
Oh yeah,
that came
was
through
nice.
town, and he was just we were at the bar, and he came to the bar, and it was all
Yeah.
5 of us. It was us and our wives, and then Greg Hahn sat down, and we were just like, hey, great show,
Yeah.
and we just had a nice casual conversation for 20 minutes or so.
It was good.
Something like
It
that.
was a nice.
The only autographs I'd want are professional athletes. Like if I could get Albert Pujols
Sure.
to sign a baseball,
Well, those are worth something.
that's going to be worth something someday.
Sure.
That yeah.
And I feel though, like if you go to a baseball game, like it's understood that you can ask for an autograph, kind of thing. If
Sure.
you see Albert Pujols at a nice Italian restaurant, you're probably
Mr.
not going to.
Pujols, I'd like to. This is Nerf baseball that I found in the parking lot.
This is the napkin
I would
from the
probably-
table.
Probably like, hey Albert, you're one of my favorite players. Nice to meet you. And
Yeah.
walk the fuck away because
Well, no,
and they'll
I
be
see-
like, "Was that the busboy?" Like,
my thing is
You
like
can-
I don't even want to do that. Like unless they
Yeah.
really mean a lot to me.
uh huh.
Like I've got a feeling that just for example, Tarantino.
Yeah.
Like if I ran into Tarantino
hmm
and it wouldn't be weird if I said something, I would say, "Hey, I really appreciate all your work. You've really elevated cinema in the past 20 years. I just want to say I appreciate it. Thank you."
Mhm.
And then that's
then
it.
get out.
And then, that's it.
It's
Don't even let him respond.
Yeah.
You have the power in this relationship.
And that's what I want. I
Yeah.
want to be able to hold power
Mhm.
over these celebrities. Otherwise,
When we were
it's pointless.
Well, just don't make it an uncomfortable situation for
Right,
the person.
right,
Like
right.
that is all it is.
And also, like, I understand that I'm not the only one who's going to be doing this. Like
it
in their
depends on where
in
you
their
are.
day.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure
Yeah.
they're getting accosted like that.
Right.
Over and over. And I wouldn't want that. No, I'm trying to think about whether I need to buy bacon today
hmm
or tell my assistant to buy bacon.
Right.
And then it's like, shit.
Mhm.
Okay, what was that? Yeah. Oh, thanks. Okay, where the fuck was I? Just completely derails your day.
When we were in South by Southwest, and it was, the town gets pretty crazy, full
Yeah.
of people and everything, like especially the downtown area and stuff like that. And we're walking around, and I see Dave Navarro of Jane's Addiction. He looked like an Airbnb like porch and everything like that. It was just on the porch of some building. I could just
on
assume.
a porch.
But like he walked out, and again, there's tons of people around and everything. And he walks out, he lights up a cigarette. We make eye contact, and I just go subtle nod, and he nods back, and I'm like, "That's the best interaction I ever
You don't
wanted to
need-
have.
yeah.
I don't need anything from Dave
Yeah.
Navarro." We made eye contact. He was smoking a cigarette. I
Right.
go, "I appreciate your work," with a head nod, and he said, "Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
it as well," and moved on.
And then also, the thing is like, people don't want to take pictures because as soon
As soon as you start,
you start, then it's everybody else, and then you'll get people like, okay, who are we get take? Who is
Yeah.
this? Okay, I need to take. Okay, I'll take.
this
a
is
picture.
someone famous. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah.
And then
Just
you start doing
picturing
that.
Bobby walking away being like, fuck yeah.
I did it. I still did it. If I ever run into Dave Navarro again, I'm going to ask him, you remember that giving a head nod to a guy in South by Southwest? And he's like, that was you. Oh my God. I appreciated that so much. I didn't want a bunch of people come up
Yeah.
to me
No.
talking about, Carmen Electra and shit like that. No, I really appreciate that, man. Thanks.
Yeah,
No,
no,
and again, I'm inferring a lot, but I'm
Sure.
pretty sure, I'm almost 95% sure that's what was going through his head of like, I appreciate that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I
Good on
mean,
you, man. You look like a good guitar player as well.
So
Now that's a little, that's me adding to
That's
it.
you adding to it. No, I mean, the celebrities I've met, it's just like, no, I'm good. I like, hey, I'd like to meet you.
Mhm.
I know that you're not going to have time for me because that's so important. But like, what was it when ZZ Top? I was working a show with ZZ Top, and like the top local show, just working as a local stagehand.
Yeah.
And we're loading up the truck at the end of the
top
show.
comes in
And
and
then they fucking
The Top. Frank Beard.
not Frank Beard, not him, but the other guys.
the other dude.
They came in. Hey guys,
ZZ.
yeah, they just
Some call Frank Beard the top,
they,
which has a different implication.
they came by and said, "Hey guys, I want to say thank you for all your work tonight. We really appreciate it." And then that was it. And I'm like, you know what?
That's really nice.
That's really nice.
Mhm.
I appreciate that. That makes me feel a little bit better about working at like 1:00 in the morning loading a fucking truck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. I remember my band opened up for Papa Roach. If can slip some more Black Bloom into this podcast here, I'm going to try to make it a weekly occurrence.
I'm trying to make Black Bloom a thing.
No. I just want you guys to be annoyed. But we opened up for them, and the lead singer, I was indifferent to Papa Roach.
Yeah.
I'm not really
Cut my life into pieces.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fine song. It's kind of a ripoff of an Iron Maiden tune, but whatever.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah, the riff is a pretty close ripoff, but whatever. I'm not going to say that to them.
Yeah.
But the lead singer, I wasn't a huge fan, so I wasn't starstruck or whatever. But the lead singer and the guitar player were super nice, like super great guys.
Good.
Made an effort to come up to talk to us and
That's great.
we were
Great.
sitting around at the I think our drummer was smoking outside, and so he like walked up. The lead singer, Papa Roach, I don't know his name, walked up and very cordial, like really interested in like getting to know us and the band and stuff like that. And then the guitar player, during the show, I was backstage, humble brag.
Yeah.
And so every time he would come back to get the guitar, I'd be like, "How's it going, man? Good show." I'm like, blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Yeah, you guys are killing it. Yeah, absolutely." He'd look at me like side, be like, "Yeah, look," with the whole metal thing.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so it was
that's
fun.
nice.
And then my the lead singer of my band made the horrible mistake of, because we're friends with Papa Roach now. Pretty much they're gonna just take us on the bus and we're just gonna go. And so after the show, Papa Roach gets off and they go into the backstage and they go into their dressing room. Doors shut. All right.
Yeah.
And my lead singer was like, I'm gonna go talk to him. Just go talk to him. And he just, with all the confidence in the world, opens up the door.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey guys, how's it?" And then the manager immediately is like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of here! You get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah.
And I was just like, Homer Simpson smiling politely over here. I'm like, "It wasn't me. It was him. He's out the man. I don't fucking care anymore." No. So,
My favorite thing about that is the backstage like dressing room is like a hockey locker room. By the way, that's one of the things
It's a
I
sad-
love about Five Flags Theater here in town. It's just like, it's just so sad.
Mhm.
The idea of like all the shenanigans. I've heard so many stories about like horrible. Was it Iron Maiden or was it Quiet Riot? Like,
yeah, a lot of people get those two confused.
well, no,
It's a real Adam Driver, Donald Glover situation.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, what 80s hair band was it? It was like, no, some chicks came backstage. I heard this story. This is totally secondhand. Where it was like a chick went backstage and ended up being duct taped to like two boards. And then everybody I'm like, I don't want to know that. I don't no, that's horrible. And
Why don't you want to know that? That's a weird thing to say.
well, no, I don't want to like go into that space now and have that imagery in my head of, Quiet
okay.
Riot running train on a girl.
Well, okay, the 80s were a different time. I'm not going to defend Quiet Riot here, and I never will. I never will defend Quiet Riot. But I will say, you don't know. She could have been into it. It could have been her idea.
I'm not saying she wasn't into it.
Mhm.
I'm just saying
I don't think they raped her.
in that like shady, sad hockey locker room space of that happening. That's my thing.
Gotcha.
And then your buddy tried to barge into Papa Roach in the same space.
We-
that's what I'm saying.
And he was going to warn them, don't duct tape a girl. They're going to talk about it forever. And
I say, and I've not had a good experience with any celebrities. So
damn it, Cole, you should really get on it.
Kevin Costner seemed like a dick.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think
with that
that
attitude.
I love him, but
I think that might have been the situation because that was at a Field of Dreams.
he doesn't
event.
like coming back to Dyersville.
No, I imagine that.
Why would he?
I imagine.
And then I met Sterling K. Brown.
Oh.
I thought we were talking about celebrities.
Sterling K. Brown is a celebrity. I know his name, so that counts.
Okay.
He tried to be nice, but
Yeah.
he was an asshole.
Who is this person?
He was
Sure,
on
he's
This Is Us, and he's in a bunch of movies.
a black actor. You might know.
Why has he got to be black?
Huh?
'Cause he is.
That's what his skin tone
I think
is?
he's more than his skin color, Cole.
No,
Okay.
he played Johnny Cochran in the
Okay.
the OJ
Where did you meet Sterling K. Brown?
At a party for a news station my ex-girlfriend worked at, where they had like 3 celebrities come,
Gotcha.
and Derek Huff was also there. Who
I
is
don't know who that is.
Semi-celebrities and actor. He's on Dancing with the Stars, and
Yeah, so
I think he was coked out of his mind. I can't say for sure. Don't sue me.
Yeah. Oh no. What was who was the guy? He was on Spin City. He was a black man with. He is a black
Is
man.
a black man.
With a bald head. He was on Spin City.
He was on Scrubs too for a little while.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was also
Couple
in the
episodes.
Peacemaker, starring George Clooney. What's his name?
I've let this podcast get off the fucking rails.
He
We were
came-
having a nice conversation about famous people, and now
no,
we're
Yeah, well, no, he was on Spin City for like 10 seasons. Come on. If you saw him, you'd be like, oh, yeah,
that guy.
that guy.
Sure. You know, there's a lot of those people.
Yeah. What's his name?
Michael Boatman.
Michael Boatman. Yeah. yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Did you meet him?
Yeah. He came to town for like a film festival event.
Okay.
And like I got coaxed into like getting like B-roll of like the entire night
Mhm.
for like part of the film festival.
Gotcha.
And we ended up like him and a friend of ours who I'll tell you later.
Okay.
She was kind of the host
Okay.
of the event,
Uh-huh.
and we spent the entire night just like bar hopping the entire fucking night.
Yeah.
Ended up in fucking East Dubuque of all things. I mean, like
As you
hung
do.
out with this guy
Mhm.
literally all night. So like when I said I just want to like
Yeah.
have a nice conversation with a celebrity and like hang out and talk and stuff.
Right.
That's what it was, but I don't want it to be Michael Boatman. It just not,
I couldn't even remember his name.
Listen, I don't respect him as much.
Whoa.
Just no, he doesn't mean
He's a fine actor.
yeah.
He's got a good relationship with Bill Lawrence.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's been in a lot of stuff, but it's not like your music changed me. And,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. Well, there is a difference. Like that, you get overwhelmed, I would imagine. I think the closest thing to meeting like a celebrity, I'm like, holy shit. And I think I've talked about it on podcasts before,
Mm.
was meeting Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O in the back alley of a
Oh yeah,
deli in West
stumbled
Hollywood.
They just stumbled upon you, right?
No, I
We
stumbled
stu-
upon
but-
them.
yeah.
I was walking from the apartment to the 7-Eleven
with
to get breakfast.
with a case of beer.
They had a case of beer.
They
They
had
had
a
a
case of
30 rack of Budweiser, and they were eating sandwiches at like 10 in the morning. So they were still going, but that was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I really appreciate. I love the show. Big
Yeah.
fan and everything like that. And then I took it too far. Been like, do you want to listen to my demo? And I ran in my car to get it. Man, they were gone.
And then they were smoke bomb gone.
Yeah, they were. But that's probably like the closest. Everyone else is, like 38 Special. I met I
Yeah.
was the runner for the
Yeah.
casino, and so I met a bunch of bands,
Right.
and again, you're just like you're nice guys. It's kind of like your ZZ Top
Yeah.
story. Like they tipped me $20 every
Right.
time I picked them up at the hotel, and $20 when I dropped them off, from the
Yeah.
casino. So I'm like, these guys are great. you
Yeah.
know?
No, and that's all I want.
Or my
I-
Night Ranger, my
Night
friends
Ranger,
in Night Ranger.
Your friend, yeah, because you almost went on tour with Night
I
Ranger.
did almost go on tour. I was offered to drive the bus from Dubuque,
You don't have a
Iowa.
CDL.
I don't, and I don't think they really cared. I just think that could have been. I could have been. My life could have been
Your life
so
could have
different.
changed so much.
Maybe that's like my almost famous, what's his face style movie I need to make, where it's what happens if I would have got on that bus.
If you would have gotten on that, but it's basically almost famous, except
Sad,
for
almost famous.
except for you're like in your mid-20s driving Night Ranger's bus.
Sure.
Like there is something there.
Yeah, it meets.
Yeah.
It's like almost famous meets Dallas Buyers Club.
But like
I think that's
there
where
needs-
that bus
there
goes.
needs to be more sadness.
Yeah, that's where the Dallas Buyers Club comes in.
there's-
That's
yeah.
where I end up
Yeah.
at a motel, where.
No, they get put up in the nicest
But
casino hotel.
I end up there.
Yeah.
I end up there. I'm the one that succumbs to the excesses of Night Ranger lifestyle. Not everyone can handle it.
But no, I think also there's something interesting to play with, like generational, like age wise, of like, I'm sure like Night Ranger is not going as hard in the paint as they once did. I hope and imagine that 60-year-old men are not partying to excess every
I
single
think
night.
the statute of limitation is over. I mean, the manager offered me a joint driving down to pick up the keyboardist.
Yeah.
So I think there was stuff going on.
Yeah, well, I think there's a difference between. Well, God, hold on. This is the person who I'm entrusting to drive an operated motor vehicle to go pick up one of our bandmates. Go ahead. Would you like this joint?
You want to join? And I said, no, I probably shouldn't. I'm working. He's like, that's what I'd like my daughter's boyfriend to say. And I'm like,
nice.
do you want me to date your daughter? Is that what's going on
Nice.
here? Is she hot? Is she stacked? And then so Pat Benatar was coming to the casino, and I had to go back to school. But he was on the phone with Benatar's manager. We can do that, right? We can just say
Benatar's manager.
just
Sure.
drop the Pat, you
Sure.
know. And he was like, "This guy, you got it. When you come here, you got to get this guy, man. He is fantastic." You know.
Well, that's good. And that says something about you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
That's
that.
a compliment.
That was like the 7th, 9th thing you've ever said to me.
Yeah, that's
And I
good.
wasn't fishing for that. I wasn't
No.
fishing.
Hey,
That's
listen.
the factual thing that he said.
That's
And-
what everybody wants to hear, though.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I had his number when I moved to LA. I contacted him, and he tried to get me.
He tried to get you some gigs?
tried to get me some work and stuff like that.
Oh, good.
Never-
Well, that's nice of
Yeah.
Pat Benatar, our Night
no,
Rangers
Night
manager.
Rangers manager. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's chat GPT a movie based around Almost Famous
It's
and
Almost Famous.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh, that's going to come up with something completely awful. But I mean, basically, this is a coming of age story where you realize that you know what you already had is worth it, and the idea of also, I mean, I've never lived on the road, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't like it.
What parts that would what makes you say that?
I feel like it would get old soon. I mean, the other night I spent the night in a hotel because of work,
Mhm.
and I was alone by myself in a hotel, and I'm like, this is okay, but I'm
Well, you're by yourself,
but I'm by myself.
That's a different.
Welcome to my everyday life.
Yeah, I know, but also just it's nice, but it's not like I wouldn't want to do this every single day of my life.
being alone on the road versus being with somebody
Yeah.
on the road is two different things. I mean, again, my wife and I, we toured the country for 3 years,
right.
So,
But
like-
also, I mean, driving and being on the road, eventually grind you down a little bit.
I mean, it's tough, but like the elements of everything being new, which is why I asked the question,
yeah.
what personality trait is it within you? Not
Yeah.
good or bad, but just what personality trait within you wouldn't like the
Yeah.
freshness of everything.
Certainly, but also I feel like going to town, it's certainly different from your situation. But being the driver of Night Ranger's bus,
Mhm.
I don't think you're going out and experiencing, what a town has to offer, every night of the week. Where
Oh,
you're
in the Night Ranger bus
in
situation.
the Night Ranger bus situation, when you're like, okay, here I am in the new town,
There's a lot
and
of
this is just, and you're just letting it wash over you, because I'm guessing after a while you just don't give a fuck about it. I mean, for example, for me was like, we spent 4 days in Quebec City, like me and my wife,
Mhm.
and after the third day, it's like, okay, all right. Now what? Like we hit the highlights, and now for us to really dive deep, we'd have to become much more ingrained inside a community to really know and appreciate and understand it. But you're not even getting that chance. It's more of, okay, here's the highlights, and I've got a feeling that a lot of small cities, you go in town, okay, here's the one or two interesting things, and then that's it.
But again, then you're off to the next place. That's
Yeah.
the whole
Well,
thing. Like
that's-
you're never like.
But then
again,
the next place feels kind of like this next one, and the next one.
every place is different. I mean, you have to. It depends on part of the country too. Like if you're going East Coast versus West Coast is very different
Yeah.
as far as even just driving from one place to another. Like
Right.
when you're driving 7 hours to get from one place to the other,
Yeah.
that gets fucking
Yeah.
old. But when you're driving an hour and a half, and then you get to Asheville, North Carolina, or just some place that has character, and then you're a lot of is the people that.
But then you
meet,
can't
too.
stay there. Then you got to
Well,
get moving on.
And I got offered to travel with American Pickers, and it was all small towns and 10-hour days, and
Yeah.
go to the hotel and then work another 10-hour day, and then go to the hotel for 3 weeks on and then 2 weeks off. And I'm like, the pay wasn't good enough for one,
Yeah.
but
I think
Yeah.
there's an element too, though, of passion. Like when we were on the road, it was our passion.
Right, yeah.
Like when you're going to American Pickers,
Yeah,
then
that's
it's a
a
monetary
paycheck.
thing.
Yeah.
right.
It's not a
And-
passion thing.
And it was just at a wrong point in my life where I'm like, well, I won't have an actual personal life if I do this job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, it's stop after stop. Listen, there's a reason that
why you're alone.
every single band ever has the Road album. Bob Seger,
Sure. Mhm.
I believe what they said
Mhm.
about, just kind of it's one town after the other, and they all kind of blend together and they don't really make sense. The whole idea of the joke of, okay, hey, make sure, hey, we're in Ann Arbor. We're in Ann Arbor this weekend. Okay, guys.
Ann Arbor?
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Are
Okay,
you saying Han Arbor?
Ann Arbor? That's
Okay.
that's where we're at.
Is
guys.
that, is I just having a little stroke?
It's a
Or?
real Adam Glover
But
situation.
Is it a real Adam Glover?
before you go
Productions.
out on stage and say,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, again, that also goes to
Flint, Michigan.
like-
we're in Ann Arbor.
we're in Ann Arbor, but like they're isolated in that world, you know. Like when you
Yeah.
become famous, obviously, then you go to the thing we were talking about earlier, where you don't want to go out in public because you're going to be ambushed. You know,
all
for
the members
most
of
part.
Night Ranger just get
All the members of Night Ranger can walk around peacefully in Dubuque, Iowa, and
Yeah.
they'll be perfectly fine. They're not isolated. So when they're asking, "Hey, what's a cool guitar shop I can go to?"
Yeah.
Like, no one's gonna be like, "Hey, are you by chance like the second guitar player in Night Ranger?" You know, versus Quentin Tarantino walking down the
yes,
street.
yeah,
So I typed in.
highway to glory.
Write a movie outline combining elements of Almost Famous and Dallas Buyers Club about a young man who has offered the opportunity to drive an aging rock band around the country on their tour. And the movie is called Highway to Glory.
God.
The genres are drama, coming of age, music, and biographical.
Okay. A young man, aspiring music writer, reluctantly accepts a job of a fading rock band across the country for their final tour, only to discover the truth about the chaotic lives, the price of fame, and the power of redemption. That's what ChatGPT cannot name a fucking movie to save their life, but they know how to write a log line to get people hooked.
So the tone/style, Highway to Glory blends the raw emotional drama of Dallas Buyers Club with the youthful, music-driven energy of Almost Famous. The film will be a poignant exploration of fame's price, the complexities of human relationships, and the lingering influence of music that transcends generations. It will mix the gritty realism of touring with moments of tender, almost magical bonding between strangers trying to make sense of their broken dreams.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna type in. Give me a summary of the plot of this.
Okay.
movie.
Sure. Yeah. I, honestly, I think you could just say Almost Famous, except for it's about driving a aging tour band.
Well, we need the
aging
sadness
rock.
of Dallas
But
Buyers Club.
but it's more sad.
I want the. Can we figure out the difference between a hotel and a motel? Because
Well, a hotel is like usually multiple stories. A motel is short for motor hotel. Generally, those were developed with the development of the interstate highway system, and those were single story
outward facing
doors.
I think that's always.
I thought it was just outdoor into your room directly, and then hotels are you walk into the
Yeah,
building.
that's what I thought.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it sounds like
yeah,
it is.
motor hotel. That's where motel comes from.
Okay, ready? So, Highway to Glory is a heartfelt drama that follows 22-year-old aspiring music writer Chris Parker, who reluctantly accepts a job driving the Stormbreakers, a fading rock band, across the country on their final tour. The band, once famous, is now battling personal demons, fading relevance, and the harsh realities of aging in the music industry. As Chris gets closer to the members, especially the troubled lead guitar player, that's true, Jake, who is secretly battling HIV. That's where the
Dallas Buyers Club.
Well, it could, the
Yeah.
80s were crazy, okay? He becomes more entangled in their lives, facing moral dilemmas between his journalistic ambitions. Oh, that's no.
That's
well,
that's
no, because
stealing.
it said aspiring musician,
Yeah.
okay?
music writer
Yeah. It's true. Oh.
because he wrote for the Rolling Stones.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna change that.
Yeah.
No, we're
To
gonna
write
change.
it, to
We're gonna be a
being
musician, Yeah.
writing, a
Yeah.
writer, a songwriter.
songwriter. Exactly. We're gonna make that
Okay.
shift here. Okay. Facing moral dilemmas between his musician or songwriting aspirations and
Okay.
his loyalty to the group. Amid chaotic tour antics and emotional breakdowns, Chris begins to see the humanity behind the fame, witnessing both the dark side of rock and roll and its healing power. By the end of the tour, Chris writes a tribute to the band, not an expose, but a story that highlights the vulnerability and redemption. This we can do better.
Yeah, so
I want more sadness.
Okay, so for me, with our scenario,
Yeah.
what we're talking about, like, what is the climax of the film? I think obviously you would want to do something like where he writes a fantastic song,
Right.
and then they play it at the end.
Yeah, and it's their new hit.
Which I feel like that's bullshit. Like I feel like, I feel like that was the first thing that came to my head.
Uh-huh.
It's something I could totally see, and I feel like I've seen 1,000 times already. So I don't necessarily want that, and I don't know if I want him even to like be his own breakout songwriting hit, because I feel like that's almost a trope. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because then we get into elements of like Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg, where he becomes bigger than the band when they take him on.
What about the guitar player becomes this guy's manager and he ends up having a music career?
Yeah.
I think maybe like that's like almost a denouement at the end where it's like,
This guy didn't go to film school. What the fuck?
I know, well, I feel like it's more like I would like to see him give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want sadness.
I want him to give up and just go home and say that I've seen this. I know. I'm sure like there was some exciting times for a good 5-year spell there, but I know I don't want this to be my life for for the rest.
That's an interesting perspective of like he sees the thing that he allegedly wants,
aspires to, and this is what I want to do. And but I know I'm gonna make one hit, and the chances of having like a hit and becoming big, and then I'm just
doing this over and over again,
living this
that's
for
where
the rest,
sadness
living this for the rest of my life. That sounds horrible.
Well,
I'd rather go home and like learn how to be a mechanic.
Oh God, no! Fuck that! No, Jesus Christ, Nathan, you were doing so well.
And then my music's for me.
Fuck off.
My music's for me. I'm gonna write songs for myself.
Maybe he just becomes a songwriter. And
well, even though it's the first thing that
Not a
came to both of
musician.
our minds, but the idea of him writing a song that becomes big,
Yeah.
and then he reaches a level of success with the song being done, and he kind of like takes over.
Yeah.
And then his fall, and then the reconnection of the band and the guy, later on down the road, however long that is, whether it's years or months, but their reconnection of friendship, I think, is a thing, because that's kind of what happened with my situation. Is
With
that
Night Ranger?
I would say for 3 days we became friends.
Yeah.
You were friendly.
Yeah.
It was like you with this Bowman fellow or whatever.
Also, I think it would be interesting, but also maybe dumb as well, because I feel like I don't know. It's like maybe I'm discounting myself a little bit. Like, hey, if this this is like first thing like right off the top of my head, then
I don't think it's
feel like-
horrible.
well, no, just the idea of like leads like because of I wouldn't say HIV, maybe it's like debilitating diabetes.
This is kind of
like
lazy. But
that's what I want to avoid.
I know. Well, that's why it's just it's a jumping off point.
He's got diabetes and he's lopping off pieces of a foot.
No,
I know that's,
diabetes.
I know
you
that's
got a better drug or a better disease.
But the idea of like he can't go play, so I'm filling in. It's last second. The guy's throwing up his guts. I'm going to go out and I'm going to just fill in for tonight. And then like some back and forth, is this guy trying to steal my spotlight a little bit in the confrontation of, this is my gig. You're just the fucking bus driver. Do not fucking try to steal my gig. You're not going to make it in this fucking town.
Now we're breaking into Rockstar, the Mark Wahlberg movie.
Yeah. And that's,
it's a slippery slope.
What I want to avoid more than anything is to become Mark Wahlberg in Rockstar. That's the biggest thing.
It's a movie I'm terrified to watch, but I think it's pretty good.
Oh, it's so bad, but it's like it's entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, Jennifer Aniston with.
Oh yeah.
You should watch Rockstar.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched it?
I watched it exactly once. Once, and that's it. And I felt like that's fine.
I have a weird memory attached to watching Rockstar. So I went with my high school girlfriend to the movie theater to watch it. And then we ended up like walking around a cemetery and making out on a bench after the movie.
Oh,
it's just
tale as old as time.
Right? Everyone has that experience.
They do unpack that, but so you did see Rockstar though.
Yes, all Rockstar in the theater.
Did you pay attention to the entirety of the film?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't make out during the movie.
Not even once. Not even a little bit.
No, I don't think so.
Little thigh grazing.
That was a documentary. That wasn't a movie. That was a documentary. No, and then she lived over by there was a cemetery within walking distance of her house.
So you guys just went for a walk.
So we just went for a walk, and then we just ended up making out in a cemetery, which I was like, I don't know why that thing lives rent free in my brain.
Sure.
Every time Rockstar gets brought up, I'm like,
think about making out in a cemetery.
Think about making out with her in a cemetery. It's weird, just a weird Saturday.
That happens. That
just a
happens.
thing. But back to this movie.
I don't know. if there's something else, I feel like there's something else.
Yeah, there's a
some
level,
some other direction. I don't want him to write a hit song for the band. I don't want him to.
but
be
I don't hate that idea.
I feel like that's a studio note. I feel
Sure.
like that's what the studio would come
That
back.
you're
with.
looking at it.
Yeah, would come back and say
We need to be able to sell a
Well,
song.
yeah.
Well, that's, I know we've talked about this before, but any
Having-
movie that centers around a hit song,
the
this
song
why
has to be good.
the song has to be good. That's what Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping
Yeah,
is so great, is that not only did they write one song, like That Thing You Do is a great song,
yeah. I will.
but they don't play any other songs.
I'll put Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping.
They play other songs in that movie.
Not as good as
Not as good as that one.
not as good as that
Here's the
one,
deal.
where they feature in Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping.
The other day, I was listening to the radio, and out of nowhere, That Thing You Do came on, and I'm like,
It's a banger.
"Don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
I'll just turn that up."
I was all over the radio back. I remember
yeah.
'97 when that movie came out.
Steve's
It was
on.
all over the radio.
Yeah, it
and,
was.
and the Friends theme song.
Yep, that was similar time
The
frame.
Rembrandts. Oh,
Another random memory, but I remember listening to That Thing You Do on the radio as my dad took me to see Hootie and the Blowfish,
God, what a night.
and that was,
wow.
and we didn't make out in a cemetery, which was
You and your dad didn't make out in the cemetery?
it was a bit disappointing. I mean,
Dad,
To be
please,
honest.
can we?
So if we don't, for me, if we play along,
Also, you saw Hootie and the Blowfish. I have so many questions about that. Sorry, go on.
so
I never
if
met
you-
Darius.
If you don't, okay, if I don't want him to write a hit song for the band,
I just don't want to. You can leave it on the table. That's all I'm saying.
I like, and I don't want him to fill in as a band member
Uh-huh.
as well. What kind of conflict is there? What other like big thing could happen? What would be the fucking climax
Mhm.
of this movie? Because that's what I want to get down.
Well, that's
to.
where I think the motivation of the kid driving,
Yeah.
like I can only speak to myself. I wanted to be a musician, so in my story world, I would have tried to glean some kind of information from them or learn, maybe not go like full American Picker style with Cole, like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be a bus driver now.
Yeah.
I still have aspirations to want to be a musician. So
Sure.
in the context of that world, that I want to either perform or be a songwriter
Yeah.
on those two things. And, there could be a little bit more depth of conflict of them of performing on stage. Like maybe he's not good enough, and they have to
Oh.
learn. Or
Yeah.
like the songs that he has aren't good songs.
Yeah.
And he learns, and maybe it unlocks the lead singer or like the head songwriter of
Sure.
the band to like find that inspiration again, and then they collaborate and write a song or something like that.
Now, here's a question for you as a musician and a songwriter. Okay.
You were going to say prolific, but
yeah.
yeah.
So the idea, how many members of Night Ranger are actively trying to write songs? Do you think they're actively trying to write songs
I think they have.
and make new albums? I'm just asking here.
Here I can pull up Night Ranger real quick here, and then because I do think they are an interesting example. I think they have multiple songwriters in the band. I think that Sister Christian, their hit song, is sung by the drummer. It's the only song he sings, and that's their hit. And we're like,
Right.
well, why are we not doing more of that? But
Find what works and do it.
so Jack Blades is the bass player.
Jack Blades.
He was in Damn Yankees as well. They also played High Enough, the Damn Yankees song, to just fill
Yeah, just
fill
fill
out
it
the-
out.
fill it out.
That would be an interesting point of conflict as well. It's like one of the band members joins a supergroup and
Mhm.
has joined a supergroup
Oh yeah,
and is known so much more for that,
Right.
And refuses to tour with them. That's
there's
interesting.
elements. There's
Yeah.
elements.
Here's another thing I want to throw at you while you're looking that up
Mhm.
is maybe a little Metallica situation where the guy is high on drugs while driving the bus because that's what he's been pushed to
Mhm.
and crashes it and a member
Ooh.
dies.
Ooh, I
Now,
don't hate that.
Is that a third act like thing or is
Cole's on Night Ranger's Facebook page. Sorry.
it's just how many different memes can we make about Sister Christian, guys?
They're playing in Des Moines in a few months.
They're playing at a
Oh.
casino.
Oh.
I still keep in touch and everything. No, I don't hate that. That's
is that a third act climax
you've screwed up.
or is that like
You lost your mentor.
right? I don't know if he lost it, or maybe
Well,
his
he killed his-
mentor lost respect for him.
No, how about he kills his mentor and then he
I feel like that's
too far.
That's too far. The idea of like, I enjoy the conflict in the relationship between lead guitarist and aspiring guitarist, where reluctant mentor becoming a mentor and then being angry at them for
success.
Well, for death, and then like, yeah, and success as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there's something there. Kelly Keegy, the drummer, wrote Sister Christian. So I do think there are multiple songwriters. There's just only one guy wrote a hit. You know, they had like other things that like charted, but not nearly as big as Sister Christian.
Top 100.
Yeah. I mean, the band's first 5 albums sold more than 10 million copies worldwide, and
good for
sold
you guys.
17 million albums total. So.
But that's more than me.
That is, it's more than me too.
I'll give them that
as well. Yep, they have all that going. But yeah, there's something there. I think we agree on the sadness tone.
Yeah.
And then again, but like this is a great example though too of like writing a hit song.
Yeah.
Back then is not easy. It's easy now because people just listen to whatever garbage you put out as long as there's a famous face to it. But I don't need to get into an aside. But a good song like is very difficult. It's a difficult thing to capture, you know, and there is a science behind it, but also there's a little bit of just, you know, catching the dragon by its tail a little bit.
Lightning in a bottle.
Lightning in a bottle, exactly. That's a better name for this movie than Highway to Glory.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I do like that aspect of the movie where the spark is rediscovered, or, you know, that's it. That's the song, you know, kind of thing is discovered.
Right.
By who? That's yet to be determined.
I like the idea of thanks ChatGPT, your generational like divide. I feel like there's something there because what does an aging 60s rock band
80s? Come on, let's go 80s, baby.
No, they're in their 60s.
Oh, they're in their 60s.
Yeah, they're in their 60s.
I just want the heyday of 80s.
How can they relate to a 20-something-year-old today?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, trying to find, you know, where their passions, you know, meet with inside music. And there's something there. Because otherwise, you know, does some of them just treat him like the help? Does some of them
is the bus driver a unifying figure of the band, and they rediscover their love of playing the music
and each other, quite frankly,
and each other. I did just see an article today that Fieldy, the bass player from Korn, hasn't talked to the Korn guys since 2019. You know, there's no animosity. He doesn't want to do the touring schedule. So he's still
because that's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah. So, but he hasn't talked to them since 2019. So again, there's elements of that where. I don't think there's any animosity, any ill will. It's just, well, they're always off doing something. Yeah, we're still friends, but, you know, I don't.
Yeah, they're living their life over there.
Yeah. So,
and I'm just selling cars or whatever it is.
No, he's made plenty of money. Let's look up Fieldy's celebrity net worth.
Yes. I mean,
the bass player of Korn, which is another band where I can name 4 out of the 5 members of the original Korn. And it does help that most of them just have one fucking name. But
Jonathan Davis. That's all I got.
And there's Head and Monkey and Fieldy.
Oh, that's right. Head and
I can never remember the drummer's name.
George.
Who's not there anymore. All right, so we want to guess? Because I think he's got some money. I think they signed a good deal. They signed
$7 million, sure.
Oh, wow. I think you're way low. Cole?
I already looked it up, so I'm out the game.
Damn it. I'm going to go...
I thought you were just asking.
$40 million.
The correct answer is $20 million.
$20 million.
Okay, all right. That seems like a lot.
It's a good.
He's worth more than Adam Driver and Donald Driver.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
And at the end of the day,
this could be a podcast.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for listening. We hope you learned a lot today. I think we really uncovered some really universal truths.
Yeah, truths within inside ourselves and within inside the celebrity, you know, industrial complex.
And if you got any kind of value from this, please let us know via reviews, comments, or whatever you want. Sharing with friends.
Share with your friends. Share the love.
Yeah, just start telling people what Donald Driver's net worth is, and you'll see just a glow in their eye.
It's going to spark something inside themselves.